Hi, I'm Shelby from Little Justice Leaders, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a really simple activity that can help kids connect with their emotions that you can do in less than 5 minutes a day. So identifying our emotions is one of the first steps to being able to regulate, manage, and express our feelings. But many of us struggle with how to identify our emotions, and this is especially true for elementary school kids who are still just first processing and making sense of their feelings for the first time. One of the greatest challenges to emotional awareness is that kids, and let's be honest, adults too, can't identify their own emotions. Just like everything else, this takes practice. There are a few simple things that you can do to help your learners become pros at identifying what they're feeling. This is going to serve them in their whole lives with self-awareness, their relationships, and so much more. Having the ability to identify and label their emotions will help little ones communicate effectively, regulate, and respond to their emotions. So here's a quick, simple activity you can do in less than 5 minutes to help them do just that. To start, come up with a list of as many emotions as you can think of together. Push yourself to keep coming up with more. There are so many emotions we feel, and naming them is the first step to be able to identifying how we feel in the moment. When you come up with one emotion, for example, happy, try to break that into more specific feelings as well. So if you're happy, you might also feel peaceful, or maybe you feel content. Maybe you feel joyful, excited, or playful. When we talk about a feeling like sadness, try to come up with more specific feelings like feeling hurt, lonely, or disappointed. After you have your list, start working on connecting the emotions to simple sensations that you or your learners are feeling. So use your emotion list and choose one emotion to start, and start identifying the physical sensations in your body that connect to that emotion. So go through each feeling word that you came up with and name some sensations or feelings in your body that you might show when you're feeling that emotion. So for example, you might know you're feeling disappointed when your shoulders are slouching, and you might know you're feeling playful when you're laughing and giggly with your friends, right? You might know you're feeling shocked when your eyes get really wide and you gasp and step back. Remember, sensations are different for everyone. So one person might feel the sensation of butterflies in their stomach when they're nervous, and another person might feel a really tight jaw when they're nervous. So identifying our sensations is very personal, and each of us has to get comfortable with our own sensations and recognizing those in order to be able to name our emotions. So make it clear with your learners at this point that there is no right or wrong answer, and some people's answers might be different than others. So you could go through one emotion a day, like this, and practice a different emotion every day, or you can go through a bunch of them in a single lesson. And you can practice by having someone describe physical sensations in their body and having someone else try to guess what emotion it is they're describing. And you'll have to remember that everyone has different sensations, so it's not always going to be easy to guess the emotion that person's trying to convey. You'll also realize, and your learners will realize very quickly, that a lot of the emotions we have and the sensations we have similar feelings in our body. So a feeling of butterflies in your stomach could mean you're nervous, or it could mean that you're excited. So as learners start practicing to identify those sensations and name their emotions, they'll start to learn the nuances in those feelings and be able to more adequately and more specifically name the emotion that they're feeling. So this is a really simple tool that you can use once a day to go through a single emotion, or for a whole lesson to go through a bunch of emotions and quickly start to have your learners start to realize the connection between their sensations and their emotions. Then, after you've gone through these emotions a few times, you can start to call out the feelings as they're happening in the moment. So ask your learners at various points throughout the day, what feelings are you having right now? What sensations are you having in your body, and what feelings is that indicating to you, and how do you know? And whether you have those share them out loud or just think it to themselves a few times a day, that will really get them in tune with their body and their feelings, so that they'll be able to better control, regulate, and most importantly, communicate what they're feeling, and that is one very simple way you can work with little ones to help their emotional intelligence and emotional awareness. And also it's a great tool for adults as well, because most of us need some extra help with that too. Hope this was helpful.